name is Stefanie Maegan. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Because therapy is too expensive. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy.
Hey guys, happy motherfucking new year, bitches. We fucking made it. We made it to 2022 and it's gonna be a good motherfucking year. I'm claiming that energy because 2021, started off like cool. It was cool. And then it just like went a little shaky. But you know what? It's fine. I think I'm just glad that we made it over to a brand new year. Feels nice to just start over, or at least tell yourself to start over. I don't know. Anyways, I'm also like losing my mind. I'm stuck in Texas with COVID. For those who follow me on Instagram saw that I tested positive for COVID, but I'm great. I have no symptoms and I'll be going home soon. But anyway, this episode that you guys are about to hear was actually recorded back, I believe, like beginning of February of 2021. So this is like a year ago when it was recorded. And a year ago, well, first off, my boyfriend Brian wasn't like, I didn't like show him to you guys. He was still under the name Chris, and he was not a secret, but obviously I wasn't super public about it. You can't see it on my Instagram or anything like that. But anyway, so if I say Chris, it's because it's Brian. And also the biggest reason why I didn't put this episode up is because I was mourning a loss of two of my uncles that passed away around that time. And out of respect for my family, I didn't want to like air out a lot of stuff that was happening. So I just felt like it was so sensitive of a time to put it up. But there were still other things about the reading that were great, and you guys will hear that in a minute. But just know that I took a lot of stuff out that pertained to what happened with my family. So there might be some points that might be confusing. Hopefully I did the editing all right so it doesn't get too confusing. But that is why I decided to put it up a year later versus last year. And yeah, and also it's so crazy like listening back and watching this episode. There's certain times when you see spiritual medium, they bring up certain things and it doesn't click until later. And there were so many things that clicked, but I didn't realize it until later. And a lot of it's because I don't know if you guys believe in spiritual mediums, but I fucking do. So a lot of Brian's ancestors or grandparents actually came through, and there was just certain things I didn't know. You guys will hear that later. And after this conversation with Yesenia, I went to Brian and he confirmed all of them were true. So if there are points where she's asking about like Brian's family and I'm like, oh, I don't know, just know that every single thing was extremely factual, and that just like is even crazier because I don't know how she would be able to get that information because I didn't even know. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, enjoy the episode. Yesenia always makes me feel really good, so I really did love this reading. So yeah, I just thought like it was cool to like kind of just put it up a year later and reflect back, and it kind of helped me in a lot of ways. So yeah, love you guys. Enjoy.
We're ready. Are we ready? Are we all ready?
Are we ready, guys?
They're like, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get started. Hi, guys. It's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Broke Girl Therapy. And guess the fuck what? We have Yesenia back in the building.
Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be back in the building.
I know.
So happy to be back
and we're in
here
your
with
building.
you.
Yeah. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, you're going to see that we're like 6 feet apart.
Yes.
And just obviously being COVID safe, we got tested, everything's fine, but we just want to be careful because it's crazy out here.
Definitely.
But yeah, I never know what's going to happen. And coming here, I was just like, no expectations. Obviously since a year ago, a lot has happened, so we'll save that till the end.
Okay.
See you know, to compare. I don't know if you remember the reading.
I don't. And like I was telling you before, I purposely, as much as I love you, I purposely haven't listened to any of the podcasts because I don't, that's just me. I don't want to know anything.
Right.
So that this could be organic and
Right.
so that whatever's meant to be said or shared happens naturally.
Right.
So yeah, so I'm sorry. And I'm sorry.
No,
I don't
that's
listen.
fine. Yeah. No.
I will.
That's totally fine. I mean, you're living the life with me. I feel like since we've been doing this every year, I feel like it's like an update. And you're always kind of like, people are always like, we need a new Yesenia episode. So.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for that. And thank you to your fans that have reached out and had a reading with me. I am truly honored and I do appreciate that very much. So thank you.
So just before we begin, like, where can they get a reading with you?
Okay. So if you are being recommended by Stefanie, we are giving you a 20% discount. You would go to yeseniaberbiar.com, and I'm sure that she could put that on the link. And so when you do, email Michael and just let him know I'm a referral from Stefanie, and then we will take your payment through Venmo. That way I could give you the 20% discount.
Awesome. Yeah, there you go. I'll have everything in the description. So if you guys want to see Yesenia, it's easy. It's right there. Do you want to go into about what you do? And I know that we've talked, there's a part 1 and a part 2, and now this is part 3. But just like a kind of brief overview of, you know, what you do, how this works, and then we could just go into it.
Absolutely. So I have a gift, and that gift is to be able to connect with the loved ones that have crossed over. And I get my messages through my dreams. I feel the effects of the person. And then I hear them and I see them. So basically what I do is when you book a reading with me on that particular day, I ask whoever's meant to come through for you, I ask them to come through me and give me whatever messages they have or they want me to relate to you.
Right.
I recently spoke to someone and they were like, I'm so afraid of having a reading because I'm afraid that all these negative things are going to come out.
I know. I was like scared that you would tell me when I was going to die. Like, I didn't want to know. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, do you know?
So here's the thing. I always say, I'm not God. Like, I know what I'm supposed to know. I do know that at one point I did have a client, and this is the only thing I remember of that client, was that when she walked into my room, I saw death. And it was very scary. And I said, you immediately have to make an appointment because you're about to die. And luckily she did. And they found cancer and they treated it and she's okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So those type of messages are scary, but I would rather you find out than you walk out of here and me say, well, I could have said this and I could have saved her life and I didn't.
Right.
So even when messages are really hard to give, I have to give it because that's what's being told to me to give.
Yeah.
And that's my full duty to do that.
Right. Okay.
Now, if I tell you, I see you until you're really old, then you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to live a very long time.
Right.
I'm really usually good about that. No one has died on me yet.
Oh my God.
But again, I always say I'm not God, so I cannot predict when you're going to die.
Right. Okay. That's a good reminder that you are
sense?
not God. Yeah, completely makes sense.
Yeah. They're just using me as a vessel to get like a phone, your cell phone, and I'm getting the message to you. Is basically what I'm doing.
You're like the middleman.
Yes. I'm the middle woman.
And we love that.
I know. Thank you.
All right, awesome. So where should we begin? Do you want to do cards? Do you have anything that you want to say?
I want to start because as we've been setting up, as you've been setting, she's been setting up. So many things start flowing. So many messages start flowing. And, the funniest one, which to me it's funny because every time you come in here, I feel you different. And the energy flows. And It's like right now, you don't care. I don't care right now. Like, I don't care right now.
Yeah.
And for me, that's wonderful because you've been holding on to so much pain. It feels like you're finally releasing it and saying, whatever's meant to happen is going to happen. That's exactly where I want you to be.
Yeah.
Because you're finally like letting go of the dirty laundry so that new could come in.
Exactly.
And it's so important. And I do feel you a little empty, but I swear, well, no, I don't like to say
You're like, where's your soul?
No, not in that sense.
Yeah.
I just feel like you've let go of baggage.
Yeah. I feel, and it's crazy, I feel like the most like at peace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you finally went to the donation center
Yeah.
and donated all of the crappy relationships and and just the way everybody's treated you and said, I'm done with this. I'm ready for new. And I love that because you're finally releasing what's been holding you back. And I'm super excited. And I know you're afraid that your show is going to stop when you get married, but it's just going to get so much better. So stop it already and get married.
Oh my God. Who's telling you that? No.
I also want to talk about, I have a grandmother here that passed away. And who's the grandfather figure? Like dad, because I still feel like dad's here, but did dad's dad pass away? Did your grandpa pass away on your dad's side? Okay. And I feel like maybe he's newer because I don't really remember talking to him. I feel like I've talked more to the grandmother than the grandfather.
Yeah.
Okay. Did he just recently pass away? Like within the last year to 5 years?
Not him, but it was actually, I don't know what else you want me to
is it a grandfather figure? If he feels like a grandfather figure.
Right.
Okay.
He was
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait until he tells me more, okay?
I'm
over here like, I want it. Don't let me work so hard for it. But he definitely, you know why I'm bringing him through? Because he just feels like he loves you very much and he admires you. And he hasn't been around for a while. And he's just saying, like, it's my turn to come into the room. It's my turn to connect with you and tell you.
Sorry, I'll have you closer.
Can
you get the mic closer?
Yes. Get the mic closer. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to rub against it. But he's just telling me, like, I'm bringing you to you. And I'm so excited for you. I don't know where the heart problem is with him. And I feel like I should have been like a father to you. So he's related somehow to you, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's the uncle coming in? Who's the uncle figure that passed away?
That is. I had two.
Okay. Well, one of the uncles says that he had problems with his lungs or he had problems like with his voice because he's like hard to speak to.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's saying, look at me. I'm singing now. Like I could sing now. Okay.
Aww.
And I could breathe. Like it's so important I could breathe. I actually feel that the asthma or the lung problem that you were having right before, it was really him connecting with you. You guys have a strong bond.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to say it's COVID related, but like, did he just recently die?
Yeah.
Okay. He made it. He just wants you to know he made it.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's John? There's a John or Josh. And I want to say there's like a P name, either a P Paul, Peter, Peter Paul, and it's not the Saints, Peter Paul, but there's a June connection and maybe 3. So I'm not sure if he had 3 kids or there was 3 of them in the family. But like there's 3, like I left 3 behind.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And there's been a lot of fighting. What's with the fighting? Is the family fighting?
There was just a lot of drama with like my uncle and his like, you know,
There's even fighting over like how they're gonna either cremate him or bury him, and like there was just a lot where he's like, I can't believe I passed away, and now I'm seeing things from afar, and I'm thinking, how could this be? Like, how could it be that this is happening? He's very disappointed in that regard. And you suffer in silence, and it's like you want to say something or you want to encourage your cousins, but you don't know how to. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Who had the cat, or where's the cat?
I just got a cat.
Okay. He says, and this is why he brings it up. He goes, because when I can't deal with them, I come and stay with you. And I like the cat.
Oh my gosh. That's scary.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
No, don't let him be scary.
Yeah.
Have you been creaking? No. Have you been hearing the creaking? No, just kidding. It's funny because the cat would notice him or pick up on him. Okay. How is he related to the other man? Because I feel like they're related. Okay. And I feel like they're so happy together. And in fact, I feel like they're either brothers or father-son.
So it was two of my, I don't know if you want me to.
You can talk about the two uncles.
Yeah, two uncles. I'm related to the one that you're talking about.
Okay.
Other one is by marriage.
Okay. Well, they're happy together. Okay.
Yeah.
They're happy together. They're like old pals. Do you know I could eat anything I want up here? So I think that he couldn't eat for a while. There's something about not being able to eat.
Yeah, he was diabetic, so he had like really strict.
Okay.
Yeah. My
So
God.
he's just like, do you know? He's like, I can eat anything I want up here, and I'm gonna be perfectly fine. There's no restrictions up here. And you know, my feet don't hurt me anymore. So there's something about not being able to walk right, or I'm not sure if he was very close to being having something amputated, or there was an amputation, or there was talk about amputation. But he says, I'm complete. I'm okay. I don't know what's with the D, Denver, like Colorado, Denver. And my mom is up here. So I feel like his mom's up here.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I have a lot of family up here. I keep hearing about a suicide. Who committed suicide? Or who took their life?
It was my cousin who came through. Yeah.
He came through the last time.
Yeah.
Okay, he's here. I know there's a long pause. There's a long pause because he says I'm sorry. I'm so happy I have them up here. Does that make sense? Like for me, there was a bond that he feels like for a while he thought the person that committed suicide thought the people were judging him because of what he did. And I'm not sure how the connection is with the uncles or the uncle at least, but now they're mending. Does that make sense? They're bonding and they're like forgiving each other. I don't want you to ever give up. And they're saying you're headed in such a good direction. This therapy has helped, and you have helped so many people. And they're just saying, don't give up on yourself. It's interesting how we have a show face, and then we go home, and it's like, and what do I do now? Okay, like what's my next step? Feeling a little bit of that emptiness is a little awkward for you because you haven't felt that before. However, it's making room for new, and you cannot give up on yourself. Like your self-worth now should be at a much higher level, especially after our readings, where you are okay or you are now being asked to start really manifesting what you truly desire. I don't understand the guy that keeps coming in and out of your life. And I don't know if it's just more because of company or just keeping, not so much keeping checks on you, but I feel like he truly cares about you, but doesn't know how to talk about it. And there's been so many mess ups in between that would never work, but he needs to let you go. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
That makes sense. I mean, I don't know because I haven't talked to my ex, so I don't know, like, but I've been seeing him in my dreams a lot lately.
Okay. So that's the coming and going.
Yeah.
And what's happening there is because you've cleaned house and you're cleaning closets in a sense, in your mind and in your heart, subconsciously, he will keep trying to stay in your life because he lives through your energy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
By him coming through in your dreams is just so that in your dreams, and I want everybody to know this, you have the power to change the endings of your dreams. And in your dream, you have to release him.
Yeah.
In your subconscious, you have to wish him well and kind of see him like a butterfly just flying away.
Yeah.
And he's going to be okay.
Yeah. I've been trying to do that for sure. Because I'm like, why am I dreaming of you?
Exactly.
I've been just fine. Stop it.
I'm glad that you're releasing that control because it just feels like he had control over you.
Yeah.
I love this cleansing period for you. I think that it's doing you very good. And like I said, right now in this time period in life, because of so much that's happening in your family, you've kind of secluded yourself. And I love that you got a cat because that's very therapeutic. And I love that you're still doing this.
Yeah.
At some point, you have to come out of that shell. Okay, we've retracted back, and now we need to go ahead and release. I would say give yourself a month to 2 months more, and then you have to release. What's interesting, and I don't remember if this came up in the last reading, where I kept feeling babies for you.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm not sure if you lost the baby or the baby just decided not to come through because you didn't know who. I don't know if I could say this. I don't know if.
Say it all.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know if it was like, I don't know why I felt like I was either going to have, I wasn't going to know who my dad was going to be, basically. So I didn't know if you were dating two people. I don't know what's with the dating two people or seeing two people.
I wasn't seeing two people.
And it could very well, it could very well be that you were thinking of one. Okay. It could very well be that you were thinking of one, but you were kind of committed to another one. Whatever the case is, and again, this is your private reading on social platform. However, with that being said, we still need to give you your privacy. So you get to choose whatever you want to answer and whatever you don't want to answer.
Yeah.
We could talk about it later.
Yeah. Or you just air it out and I'll just take it out of I'll edit it out.
You can edit.
I can edit
because it's not live, huh?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your baby's going to come back when you're ready. So did you lose the baby?
No, I didn't. I didn't get pregnant.
You didn't get pregnant?
No.
Okay.
Thank God.
Thank God. It just really felt like you were pregnant. Okay. So it just felt like that baby really wanted to come through.
Okay.
And it could have been that you were also very hormonal at the time. And the thoughts and maybe the promises that were happening or being told to you.
Yeah.
So much was coming through like you were ready. Like, I'm ready.
Right.
And then it feels like they knock you down. Because I need to talk about the cheating, but not you. Somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that like, was that discovered?
I found out yeah.
That really broke you. Like that really, really broke you. Um, that was meant to happen because he wasn't the right one for you. Okay.
Right.
And like an angry female, you went and you just cleaned house. You just said like, screw this. Like,
Right.
I'm done with it, which I'm very happy that you did.
Right.
Is he the one that still comes in your dreams?
Yeah.
Okay. So that internal attachment is the one that we have to release now.
Right.
Like, I would plant it in a planter and see a beautiful tree growing out of it and just having it be shade for somebody else. Okay.
Yeah.
But for yourself, you really just need to create a new garden for yourself. It's crazy, but I keep seeing like you should be married by next year.
Really?
I'm hoping so, yes.
You're
That's what I'm being told.
We'll see. I don't know.
Because I
Lack
do
of having
feel
you.
like there is someone that is part of your life that wants more, and you're really holding back.
Wouldn't say I'm holding back.
She's holding back. It's complicated.
No, it's not complicated. It's actually not complicated. It's not complicated.
Good.
I just don't know what to say right now.
Good.
I'm just like,
Let's give it a minute.
yeah.
But I don't want to lose track of that because I don't want to just bypass things that are happening. Organic is more like the word that I want to use. This relationship is more organic. It doesn't have the chaos that you're used to. And I really like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I really like that.
Yeah.
Let's do your cards real quick. Let's just
Yeah.
see what your angels have to say.
Let's do it.
And you're very much connected to water, so I don't remember what cards I use for you, but in this case, oh, and you know what? So I do have a moonstone.
Oh yeah, it's a full moon tonight,
It's
you
a
guys.
full moon. We'll have to cleanse this stone for you,
Okay.
but that's a moonstone. It's a beautiful moonstone,
Yeah, I was
actually.
gonna say I really like the colors.
You know what else moonstones are good for?
What?
Have babies.
Oh my! Are you trying to get me pregnant, Yesenia?
I'm trying to get you married and pregnant. Like, just release, let go,
Yeah.
be happy, right?
Yeah.
Not just get pregnant. There's so much more that comes with that. You know why? Because I'm excited, though. Because I'm
Yeah.
happy and I'm excited. We have one block.
One block.
Just one, no, 2 blocks. I'm sorry, 2 blocks. We have 2 blocks. The top of the deck tells you detach yourself from drama. Just let it go. I normally, when I do card readings, the bottom is always your foundation. And then this is like the tree trunk, and then this is the top of the tree. I love the fact that detached from drama isn't down here. It's at the surface, which is okay. Just telling you everything that's happening, just kind of keep yourself secluded a little bit
Yeah.
until it passes. Okay? Contemplation time, again, spend time alone meditating about what you truly desire. Your little bit of an issue here is the alchemy card that tells you that you have the Midas touch right now and that every project that you begin turns into gold. That's upside down. The only reason that's upside down is because we need contemplation time. We need time to process and manifest so that your golden card comes out, so that your opportunities to be able to move forward start happening. Okay? They are already happening, just not as fast as you want them.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of house cleaning to do. So we've missed a couple of parties, and that's okay.
Right.
Make sense? Staying optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. This is really where you're at right now. Okay. Playtime. The dolphins know the importance about playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestation. So spending time at the beach, spending just that quality time in nature is going to be very, very useful and very helpful to you.
Yeah, I do miss the outside.
Yeah. And here's the thing, even though we're in COVID and there's so many restrictions, I still go to the beach and I wear my mask. And when there's no one around, I just stand in the water and I allow Mother Nature to heal me. And we could do that. You could go for a walk, have your mask, and when no one's around, you can take it off and just take the nice long deep breaths and start healing that part of you. Let yourself receive. We have a big issue. This is, I'm surprised it's not upside down.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy to see it that it's open. Allow others to give you loving care and receive without guilt or apologies. I really like that. Then when we go down to the bottom, not only do you have the crystal card, and it's funny, your crystal card came after I presented you with the crystal.
Oh, nice.
Right? Because
Yeah.
I gave you the crystal before we even did your cards.
Yeah.
And then clear and shield your energy. Very much see these two-side cards. They're your master cards telling you. Use your crystals. Use your energy, your spiritual energy to cleanse, to help you move forward. A lot of that happens in nature as well. These two are very important.
Yeah.
Okay. Then your foundation is the dream big. Let go of the small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. And the one you're really holding on to is the ready, set, go. This card, when you turn it right side up, now's the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desires.
Right.
So, does this make sense to you?
It does. I feel like, especially these two right here.
Contemplation time and staying optimistic.
Yeah. Sorry, I never know what to say without giving too much. But I guess when it comes to like, I've been telling myself, I feel like I'm on the go to give myself time to think, especially when it comes to like the show, just to have fun and to not get so caught up on trying to please and make content that I feel like people would want to hear. Like I need to remind myself constantly of why I do what I do,
Exactly.
and to have fun with it. So I just sit with myself and to think about what it is that I really want.
The one thing I recall, and this is because your angels are telling me right now, is that don't be afraid that if your show doesn't have chaos happening in it, that it's not going to be good. In fact, you're going to have the ability to help people and show them that after the big tornado, the sun comes out and we're ready to rebuild.
Yeah.
And that's so important.
Yeah.
So I want you to bring, I told you even before we started, I'm like, I just feel that after you get married or when we started, you're going to have even better, juicier content.
It's more drama.
What?
No,
Not
not drama,
necessarily.
but yeah.
No drama. We don't want drama.
Yeah, no drama. You're right.
Just a lot of happiness and everyday husband, wife kind of stuff.
Right.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense. You really want me to get married.
I do want you to get, because I keep seeing it for you.
Yeah.
And I think that you, the little girl in you has always wanted to be married.
Yeah.
And it feels like that dress and your party and just having your family together because of what's happening. You're like, I don't know if this can really happen. And you have to take all of that noise out and focus on what you want and what your spouse wants at that time.
Right.
That's going to be your happiness. That you create your own little family there. And that's very important.
Yeah. That's true. I'm so jaded. I'm like,
No, you see?
I'm like, marriage right now. No, but yeah.
Okay. So, the other funny thing is your angels told me something about hickeys. I don't see hickeys on you right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's with the hickeys.
I don't know.
Okay. Do you? I mean, I don't know.
I don't remember getting hickeys
Good.
recently. Maybe like junior high is like I immediately think of like junior high school.
That is so funny. Yeah, no. It's just like, some girls like them, some girls don't. And I don't know if it was a joking thing, maybe something you were talking about or a memory you were bringing up, but your angels are laughing about the whole hickey thing.
Okay.
And how some women pretend to give themselves hickeys. It's very funny. What I want to do is I also want to, I feel like a female's coming through. I want to talk about the person that had the memory loss or something wrong. Like, I don't want to say she was crazy. And it kind of feels like she may have some dementia. So who's the dementia person? Because it's clear now. Like, I don't have it anymore is what she's telling me. And there might have been cancer associated with her.
I'm not quite sure.
Okay. I'm going to tell you another thing. Not only do you have loved ones that are connected to you coming through, but you have to remember, because I do feel like you have a boyfriend. But so there's like his family as well, and maybe you may not know about that side of the family yet.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's also a Volkswagen connection.
With that aunt?
Mm-hmm. With that person or that family.
That person.
Okay. And there's also a birthday because she's saying happy birthday. So I'm not sure if it's you that's had the birthday or is having the birthday, but it's like 2 months past or 2 months coming.
I just had my birthday in January.
Well, happy birthday, because I
Thank
didn't
you.
know it was your birthday.
Yeah.
Look at that. She definitely knew it was your birthday. What's with the Volkswagens? Like the bugs.
The bugs?
Like a bug.
I don't know.
Okay, keep it in your back pocket.
There's also like times too where even with the last episode where I didn't know what was happening, and when I edited the video I was like, oh my god, and like things clicked later. So maybe it was something that will click later.
Absolutely.
Right now I'm like, which I'll get to what click later when we get to it at the end of this episode. I'll tell you, but I don't know Volkswagen at the moment.
Okay, so I just need confirmation you are seeing someone.
Yes.
Okay. What's with the wavy hair, curly hair, something about the hair?
Yes, he.
Okay. And he's darker skin.
Yes.
Okay. I really like him. Like, I really, truly like him.
Yeah.
I feel he's solid. Yeah. It's like I want to cry happy. I'm surprised you guys aren't living together. Because that's either going to start happening and the talks are going to start happening. And I'm really excited about that.
We've talked about it, but we're also like, not yet. But like, we've talked about like the moment when we would get to that point.
Okay.
If we ever do.
Oh, look at this. Come on.
Oh
my goodness. We need to change that.
Yeah.
I love his energy. I love how honest he is. And like, he's the real thing. And I think it's scary for you. Because your mentality, like a lot of us, is when does this happiness end? Or what's going to happen in exchange for my happiness?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, grab onto it and hold on to it for dear life.
Yeah. And I think I was going to like tear up.
Yeah.
I went into this, I was like, I'm not going to cry. I'm good.
She always comes in here thinking she's not going to cry.
Yeah.
And then I give her this nice little box of tissues.
I know.
Which you can edit.
Right. No, it's fine. It's nice aesthetic.
I feel you've even had the conversation of having kids.
Yes.
And I like that.
Yeah.
And I think we agreed on maybe 2 kids.
Yeah.
Maybe 3, but I think 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know which one of you is going back to school or furthering their education, but I also like that. Okay. What's with the father walking out?
His dad.
Okay. That's what's going to make him a better man. That's what's making him a better man, that the dad walked out.
I agree.
I can't wait to meet him.
He's like the biggest fan of you too.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I'll read you anytime you want.
Yeah,
I will read you anytime you want.
Oh, he would love that.
I think he's an old soul, and I think he has a very good head on his shoulders. And what I love is that I could feel how genuine he is and how much love he has for you. And here's the thing, I feel like you guys have known each other forever, but maybe not. It just feels that you guys are so connected.
Yeah.
Does he ever kiss you on the forehead or in the like on the head?
Yeah.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah.
That means so much. Like your angels are showing me everything.
Oh my God.
Not everything.
Hopefully not everything.
You guys want juicy content. She has to release it. I love how you guys take things slow. Okay.
Yeah.
Within the next 6 months, I feel like you're going to be moving.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If not sooner. But I feel like you guys are finally going to commit and move in together.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What questions do you have for me? Like, what do you want to talk about? What do you want more of? Because here's the thing, when I open up and everybody starts coming through, everybody needs something.
Right.
I need to know what Stefanie needs.
Right. I think my biggest concern was, it's crazy, like before coming here, I was like, I do feel fine. I feel like when I first started seeing you, I felt like I was in like a lost place. And now I'm at a place where, granted, yeah, I still need to get my shit together on like certain levels of things. I get that. Like I should clean my room or something, you know what I mean? But like I don't feel as like lost as I used to feel. And I really do give a lot of things to you, you know, on that. And I think the reason of coming here, I guess, wasn't to like, I mean, I was actually wondering if my uncle would come through because that was very recent and very tragic. So that was like, I think my biggest thing was to get that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I kind of felt like the situation was so messy. I wonder if he had anything to say, you know?
Yeah.
And I think I also came here to show people and myself how far I've come.
Yes.
And to also remind myself, like, it's okay that like things are coming together. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's like, we've been wanting happiness and growth, and when it's finally like coming, it's like scary but exciting. So for you to just kind of give me that like peace of mind of like, it's okay. I think I just needed that.
It's so different when you're so used to the same routine, the same chaos. And then when it goes and you're taught to, and it's not so much that I'm teaching you, is that you're picking it up and you're actually doing it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, so many people will, it's like going to the doctor, they give you a prescription, and as soon as you walk out of the doctor's office, you throw the prescription in the trash.
Right.
So the fact that you're actually taking it in and doing something with it and seeing yourself and listening to your angels and your loved ones, and they're and saying, I'm worthy.
Right.
I'm worthy of being loved. I'm worthy of being happy.
Right.
And I'm worthy of having a kick-ass show even when I find true love.
Right.
Because what I'm doing is I'm also teaching other women how to do this. Right?
Right.
And I'm so excited for you because of that. And that's why when you came in, I said, your energy feels different.
And I was like, I hope it's good.
She goes, I hope it feels good. What I noticed is just you were missing all of the baggage. You didn't come in with baggage, which
I mean, I did come with a lot of bags, which is my equipment, but spiritually, I didn't have any. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
You need to have fresh flowers in your house. I'm just going to change this up a little bit. I'm going to bring the energy back up a little bit. And it's interesting. I had to pull back because I literally just saw your uncle's spirit just go right in front of my face. So I had to pull back a little bit. Because he's like, you're stopping me. And I'm like, well, I think we're done for now. I need to do some healing with him afterwards. Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to transition because I need to raise the energy of our room again. Okay.
yeah,
Some more happiness.
yeah. We're gonna talk about the babies.
Yes. Let's talk about the babies.
Let's talk about the babies.
Yes. I do want you to spend more time in nature. Go for walks with him. Okay. Why are they bringing up the weed? Like we're done, or we never something like we're done with it.
Wait, you bring this up every time. Yeah.
No.
Yes,
I
every
do?
time.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Wait, but you said what? That we're done with the weed?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they need to prep your body.
Okay. I don't smoke weed, but
Who does?
so this ties into the last episode.
Okay.
I don't know if
Which
there's
I don't
anything.
remember.
Yeah. Is there any information that you want to say now before I get into that? If that's maybe something else that you're talking about, I don't know. Because you bring this up every time. You're like marijuana.
But you're around it.
Yeah.
Not so much that you do it, but
Yeah.
you're around it.
Yeah.
And I just need for you to prep your body and yourself. And look, I have nothing against it. I absolutely have nothing against it. It has helped so many people.
My angels just have organs.
So your angels are just like, well,
Yeah.
it's just not good for your lungs.
Yeah.
So whoever's doing it around you or was doing it around you, I'm kind of glad that I feel like there's a strain in that relationship.
Yeah. So going back to the last episode, you asked me about a friend with a J name who smoked a lot of weed. And at that moment, again, it was one of those things I was like, who is she talking about? Because you also said, is it a guy? Is it a girl? But it like, it makes sense because she actually has like very masculine like energy and just like a personality in general, but also feminine too. So she's just like,
Okay.
yeah. And you told me, this person smokes a lot of weed. Stay away from them. Not because of the weed, but you just warned me about this person.
Okay.
And it started with the J. And later on, I clicked on who it was. And I think off air, we talked about it. You said this person's going down a dark path. They need to come see me. I was like, okay. I told this person. She was like, didn't really think anyways, life happens.
Okay.
And me and this person are no longer friends. And it was a very abrupt situation that could have just been a conversation. And it was just a misunderstanding. But she is no longer a friend of mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wish her well.
And we used to hang out all the time, and she smokes a lot of weed. So,
well, thank you for that
Yeah.
confirmation because we need to also release her.
yeah,
Because we think about her because she was a friend,
yeah,
and it's just a matter of just releasing her. And your angels are just saying, "Thank you for doing that." Again, another part of your healing and your preparation for your future.
yeah. I think so.
So good for you for listening to your gut feelings and your angels.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if that's what like what you're talking about. Bring up the weed again. I don't know if there's.
I think that's yes, because now it just feels like okay, we talked about it, like we're done, done talking about it. Who's into aviation? Like flying?
my dad.
Okay. And does he have high cholesterol? Why do I worry about his cholesterol?
I think he did, but then I
Is
don't
it,
know.
like under control? I just worry about his heart.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, that scares me.
And I think he's gonna be okay. Like I
Yeah.
don't see him dying.
Okay.
And I feel him calmer than before.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not sure if he retired or if he just has like less problems. What's interesting is I just got a really bad tingling in the back of my head. And for me, that's either like a migraine or stress, but kind of maybe just not knowing. Is he forgetting things?
I hope not. He always has kind of a bad memory.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
sometimes I'd be like bring stuff up from my childhood. He's like, what? So
And the other thing is, do you know if he ever had trauma to the back of his head?
I don't know.
Okay, you may want to ask him.
Yeah.
There's just something like I just felt like this blow to my head, which is kind of interesting. And then I feel like I forget things, but really, I'm not sure if I already retired. I feel like I retired maybe, and I don't have as much stress, but I'm kind of like, well, where do I go from here?
Right.
So it's just that kind of thing. I think he's missing his hobby. And aviation and being up in the air is very important to him.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's pulling that from him or who's not allowing him, but and my heart's hurting. So that just tells me that we have a lot of stress on like just our heart. So I would talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Poppy.
And a lot of oranges. I don't know if he eats a lot of oranges. I don't know what's with the oranges, but I just see a lot of orange or oranges with him.
Okay.
Connection with him. And I feel like your mom is fine. She's stubborn, but she's fine.
Yeah.
Like they're not saying anything about your mom, just more about your dad.
Yeah.
I feel like he feels really broken right now. Was it his brother who passed away?
No.
Okay. Why? I mean, not. I'm not like trying to ask you, but I feel like he had a loss.
Recently?
Um, no, doesn't need to be recent. But I feel that everything that's happening in the family is affecting him as a father.
Yeah.
Like he can't do anything about it, and it's hurting him. Does it make sense?
Yeah. I could see that, him feeling that in a way. Definitely.
I think that the day you get married, you're going to make him very happy. I
Oh,
think
for
he's
sure.
proud of you now. I think he loves you for who you are, where your mom's a little more reserved, but your dad is like, you go, girl, you go do whatever you need to do. And he supports you.
Yeah.
He's like your number one fan. And has he ever listened to your show?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like he cringes sometimes and he's like, but that's my girl. That's my girl,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And always your number one cheerleader. So I love that about him.
Oh, yeah. He's my number one fan for sure.
Where were the drugs, or how are the drugs connected to your boyfriend? Not that he does them. Was it the dad, the family? Like, why do I feel like there was drugs surrounding him?
I mean, he smokes weed.
Okay, remember we talked about preparing your body? He needs to prepare his body for the babies.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, I still feel him very organic. And I still feel like he has a good heart.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's still solid. Do you know if there's military connected to him?
I don't know.
Okay. He was either a soldier in a past life, but he just has those qualities. I'm surprised he was in a soldier in this life. And I'm surprised that he wasn't in like some type of law enforcement or first responder in this life.
Oh, wow.
And please let him know that he does belong here. Okay. because part of him feels like he doesn't belong here, but he does.
Say that closer to the mic so
Sorry.
he hears it.
You do belong here. The abandonment issues, let them go. You're going to be a great father. You really just need to, I need to see him. We need to just ground you so that you can move forward. Okay. And just know that your angels are blessing your relationship. Like, this is the one relationship where I'm like, yes, finally.
Yeah.
And he just needs to be a little more secure about himself, but he's very good and organic, and I like that.
Yeah.
Okay? And just like that, your angels and everybody left.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was almost like, okay,
Yeah.
we're done. You know, unless you have questions, we can bring them back. I really want you to feel that when you leave today, that your basket is full. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that this is our last time. It definitely isn't our last time. It's just you came in with an empty basket, and now you're leaving with a basket full of knowledge, love, acceptance, blessings, a little chaos in there, but that's okay. We all need a tossed salad at some point in our life. It's still good. But you're in the right path. You are exactly where you need to be.
Yeah.
And I am so happy to see you right where you're meant to be right now.
Yeah. I do feel like for the first time, I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm in the right place. Like, I don't feel like I'm like, where am I going? You know, but yeah, I feel good.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to know that I haven't brought up?
No, I think that was like the family, you know, my uncle thing was kind of the biggest thing. And just the validation that I was on the right path, you know, I think was like the biggest takeaway that I wanted. Yeah. Because I think, you know, like to see a spiritual medium or to go to therapy, it's not only when you're broken. I think, you know, it's amazing to even go when you do feel fine, you know, and it's good to hear like, okay, you're on the right path and everything's okay, because we could make it seem like everything's okay and feel like everything, but sometimes we do have our moments where we kind of like second guess and we question everything that we're doing just because we just want to make sure we're making the right decision.
Absolutely.
So it feels good to come and just be like, okay.
But I also want you to know, I do the same.
Yeah.
Mediums we have our own consultants. and I have a very dear friend. And so when I need confirmation, because I need to take myself out of my equation, I reach out to her. I reached out to her today and I said, okay, I need, you know, my yearly one checkup to see how I'm doing.
Yeah.
These are things that are happening for me. I just need confirmation. And she's like, boom. I did a reading for a Reiki master last week, and it was really good. I don't remember his reading. I remember that there was such a fierce and beautiful connection between us that it was so amazing and so loving. And for him to give me a healing and pick up on something that I cherish or that I keep very deep in my heart.
Right.
And he had no clue about. And that was my dad's death. You know, he committed suicide when I was a little girl. So knowing that and him feeling that, just like the healing in my heart, you know, helped me a lot. So we could be in a great place and have like my reading today with my friend and say, God, I'm in such a good place right now. Could you just confirm that what I'm seeing is the right thing?
Right.
And she's like, yep. And she did my cards and it was great. It was wonderful. And I paid her because I appreciate her and I love her. And it's just like, okay, what I love about myself also is I treat my other colleagues, because I call them my colleagues, that are healers. And I when they come in here, they don't feel any lesser. They feel even more entitled and equal as myself.
Right.
And that's very important for me to do with others that do the same thing I do.
That's amazing. Because, I mean, therapists need therapists too. Mediums need mediums too.
Yes, yes, we do.
So yeah. So I love that. I appreciate you so much. I feel like we're on this journey together, and everyone gets to listen, and each year just see, progress. And I think that that's like the beauty of what I do. I don't want them to just see me a mess every year, be like, please, But again, like life happens, and just within the past year, having to deal with, a death in the family or a couple death in the family, and getting that, that to get to kind of like speak on or hear what he felt, or what he's feeling right now.
Yes.
That way I could hopefully heal my family. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And I'd love to tie back when you're ready, because obviously, I don't remember my readings, and
Yeah.
I don't listen. So I just know that one day when you're married, the day you get married, and I come back from your wedding party.
You're invited.
See how I just invited myself?
Yeah.
I'm going to come home and I'm going to binge and listen to all of your episodes. Okay, I promise.
whenever you it's ready. Whatever you want, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's there. It'll be up there forever. My
I
kids
know.
will hear it. My kids will hear it. Like it's.
How great is that though?
I
Because
think that's
we're not meant to be perfect.
Yeah.
We're meant to help and teach others along the way.
Right.
So I think
It's all about the human connection and the footprints that we leave in people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm grateful that I even started this, at such a tender age of 25. You know what I mean? Because it's like that the time that in our life from 25 to, or just in the 20s in general is just, it's
a very difficult time period.
It is. And no one ever talks about that.
Nope.
Until you're in the moment. You're like, oh my God. So, and it's all documented. So, yeah.
That's good. And then you can write your book after.
I know you said that last time.
You really need to start working on that book.
Yeah.
And this is all journaling for you, which is good.
Right.
So,
yeah. Well, stay tuned for my
advantage of
book
that.
eventually.
Stay tuned for her books.
Yeah. And it's, it's also really funny before we end this. So how I met my boyfriend was he was actually a fan of the show.
Oh, God.
And one of the episodes that really got him hooked was the episode with you, our first one we did together. And he was like, oh my God, like this is amazing, and there was a part in that episode that you talked about manifesting the person you want to be with and how you manifested your husband and all this stuff. And he said that like he started doing that. He started manifesting the woman that he wanted to be with. And it just turns out it's obviously me, the girl that he listened to, you know what I mean? So it was just kind of like full circle moment. So, yeah.
Do you recall, and I don't remember this, if I said that person was already near you or close to you?
I don't recall.
Okay, or then maybe you didn't know them, but they knew you? Because that usually happens.
Oh, really?
Where they're around you already. And if I'm not mistaken, when we first started talking about this, because obviously I've already forgotten, I might have said something like, you may already know the person.
Right. I have to listen back and hear that. But I do remember you saying that an ex was coming into my life, someone I broke up with, and you were really good on like you're like 6 months ago you broke up with this guy, yada yada. And and you said to stay away from him. I didn't.
I love this.
It usually works out like that.
Yeah.
But I remember off air, I told you about him. I was like, and you're like, no, like he's married or he's going to get married to her, like something. And that's the man that was in my dream that cheated on me and is now engaged with his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
Or now, the girl that he was with before me. Yeah. So, yeah. So they're getting married.
Okay.
So congratulations.
Congratulations. We're very happy for you.
Yeah, but then the thing in the last episode, the second one that we did, it was crazy because we did the reading fresh out, like literally I think like a week after I found out he cheated on me.
Okay.
And it was a very like, I don't remember if we've talked about it. But it was a very confusing time because at that time I didn't know if he wanted to stay with me or go with her. I didn't know that they were going to like get back together. I just know they hooked up or something and she was in his life again. And you did say that I was at a place where like I was going to marry him. Like I was so close to getting married and having kids. And I was like, I don't know, this guy, whatever. But the thing is like my boyfriend now literally came shortly right after that.
Okay.
So I don't know, like it's kind of confusing because it was like very close. Like he came, my boyfriend now came like a month after he cheated. So it was like very quick.
Okay.
But we took it slow, obviously. Everyone knows it's been on the pod. But like, but you know, so it's like, I don't know. So sometimes I think like, oh, was it you just predicting this person now? Or
it could have been because he was already on your path.
Yeah, because you were really right on predicting her and like kind of reading her situation because she had 2 kids from like a previous relationship, and you mentioned like, oh, there's kids involved in this and all this stuff, and yeah, so it was so weird. It was just like I felt like I connected with so much, but was like so confused on some other things, and the fact that Chris, this is the code name of my boyfriend on the show because they don't know who he is yet, came soon right after. So I don't know, maybe.
That could very well be because the path, he was already on your path.
Yeah, he's been listening to the show.
Exactly. He's been listening to your show.
Yeah.
He knows you. That's what I love about him is that he knows everything about you and he loves you.
Yeah.
What else can you ask for?
Exactly. I'm like, this is I don't have to explain myself. You've been listening to me for like you've heard me go through it. So yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I can't wait to read him.
Oh yeah.
And
and it's crazy. Like this is even obviously before me and him even talked, but when that first episode, he was wanting to like reach out, like even like bookmarked your website or whatever.
Oh, wow.
But I think he was like terrified, so he never did it, But he like was really gonna call you. Yeah.
So what we need to do is you can't tell me anything else about him.
Okay.
Because when I read him, I want it to be natural.
Okay.
And I don't want to know anything about him. So
okay, we'll leave it as that.
Yes, we will.
Just know that he's a fan of the show. And all that.
How exciting.
Yeah. All right. Well, any last words, Yesenia?
Fly, run, be happy, go conquer the world. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. Well, where can they find you or book an appointment? I know we talked about it in the beginning of the episode, but just to remind people.
Yes. So if you go to yeseniaberbiar.com, you could go ahead and book your reading through there. So yes. And do you want me to spell that out?
No, I can put it in the description.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
They're good.
And it's also like Healing Hearts, healingsouls.com should also get you there. I am on Instagram and Facebook. And so it should be under Healing Hearts, Healing Souls. I'll give you all that information.
Yeah, cool. And then follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to brokegirltherapy.com. All that is there. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Until next time.
Until next time.
And I'll be pregnant. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
That's exciting.
Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy.